So in this case, you'll be told the fourth and the seventh terms of an arithmetic progression are 11 and 17 respectively. Then you'll be told to determine the first term and the common difference and the sum of the first 12 terms. So before you start filtering the information from the question, you have to identify the unknown, isn't it? So you'll be told it is an arithmetic progression, an AP. So an unknown in an AP, you know that in an AP, the first term is given by A. And in an AP, you know that the nth term is given by A plus n minus 1 into D. So if you cannot see it, you simply can construct first term plus D gives me second term A plus D plus D gives me third term A plus 2D. So this is second term, third term. So third term you can see 2, meaning it is 3 minus 1. So n term will be n minus 1, isn't it? You would have been able to have recalled the formula, the predefined formula. Then after that, another thing you need to know about arithmetic progression is the sum of n terms of an arithmetic progression given by n over 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So once you have identified the unknowns, the next step is now to read the question as you filter the statement, isn't it? So you start with the fourth and seventh term. So the fourth term, you come and write the fourth term. What is the fourth term? The nth term is given by this, isn't it? So where there is n, you put 4, isn't it? So fourth term will be what? A plus 4 minus 1. So fourth term will be
A plus 3D.
A plus 3D. And the other one is the seventh term. You come and write there seventh term, meaning nth term, seventh term. Where there is n, you put 7, isn't it? So where there is n, if you put 7, 7 minus 1, 6D, isn't it? So we will have A plus 6D. Then you go back and you join those statements as required, isn't it? So the fourth and seventh terms of an AP are 11 and 17, meaning respectively means 11 is the fourth term, isn't it?
Yes.
And 17 is the seventh term. So you come and join fourth term. Fourth term is, means is equals to, isn't it? Is equals to 11. And you know seventh term is equals to 17. Then you substitute the value of fourth term you found is A plus 3D. Then the seventh term, you found the seventh term to be A plus 60. Meaning you will have formed simultaneous equations. So you can solve the simultaneous equations either by substitution or elimination method, and you should be able to get the value of A and D, and you would have solved the first part of that problem, isn't it? So, which one is the appropriate method here? Elimination is the most appropriate method here, because if you subtract, it will be easier to eliminate A because they have the same coefficient, isn't it?
Yes.
So when you subtract the two equations, A minus A goes to 0, 3D, positive 3 minus positive 6, you get negative
3D.
3, so negative 3D. To be 11 minus 17, you have negative 6. So what is D? We divide both sides with the coefficient of D, isn't it? Meaning we divide both sides by negative 3, then we should be able to have found the value of D, which is equals to 2. And you use the calculator. Don't just look at it, you use the calculator. So after finding the value of D, then you can use either of the two equations to get the value of A by substitution, isn't it? So if I use the first equation, A plus 3 times the value of D should be equals to 11. Where there is D, I substitute the value of D which we found to be 2, isn't it? So from there you just simplify the problem. That is A plus 3 times 2 is 6 to be equals to 11. So if you work out that simple arithmetic, you should be able to get A to be equals to 5. Now having found A and D, then you can solve out any problem that follows, isn't it? You've been told to find the sum of the first 12 terms. So the second part of this problem, that was the first part. The second part of this problem, the sum of the first 12 terms. Then you go to the equation. How do we get the sum of n terms? When n is 12, for the 12 terms, n is 12, isn't it? Meaning we are talking about S12, isn't it? Will be equals to what? 12 over 2. 12 over 2, which is? 6. Then in bracket we'll have 2a plus 12 minus 1, because our n is 12 for the 12 terms, isn't it? So the sum of 12 terms is 12 over 2, which is 6, into bracket 2a plus 12 minus 1 is 11d. So it is 2a plus 11d. So it means for us to get the sum of these 12 terms, all we need to do is to substitute the value of a and d. So there we have 6 into 2 times the value of a we found to be 5. So 2 times 5 will get 10. Then plus 11 times the value of d, which we found to 2, goes to 22. If you sort out that simple arithmetic, you should be able to get 192. And that is the end of such a case involving an arithmetic progression. So we will be proceeding to the next case, which might be arithmetic or geometric, when we meet in the next class.